Hi everyone and welcome to my channel. My name is Heidi Jennifer and in this week's video we will be making Birria the brisket. For the ingredients, we're going to be using 5.5 pounds of brisket, 8 guajillo, 6 pasilla, 4 chiles de árbol, 2 tomatoes, 7 cloves of garlic, 4 cloves, 4 bay leaves, 1 onion, 1 tablespoon of oregano, half a tablespoon of ginger, half a tablespoon of cumin, half a teaspoon of whole pepper, 1/4 cup of white vinegar, salt, and water. For now, we will be using a crock pot. You can also use a regular pot on your stove. Turn on your pot or crock pot on low, and we're gonna add 1 cup of water at the bottom. We're gonna add our meat, salt, and the onion cut into half. In a medium-sized pot, we're gonna fill it up with water about halfway, and we're gonna let it start to boil. While the water is boiling, we are going to get our chiles ready, and by that, we will be cutting off the ends and removing all of the seeds from the inside. I'm using scissors, but you can use your knife. We will only be removing the seeds from the guajillo chiles and the pasilla chiles, not the chiles de árbol. Before we add them to the boiling water, we will wash them, rinse them out, and make sure we get as many as the seeds out. Into the water goes the garlics and all of the guajillo chiles, pasilla chiles, and chiles de árbol. We're gonna let them boil for about 5 to 10 minutes and allow them to cool down. We are also adding 1 cup of the water that we boiled the chiles in into the blender. Into the blender also goes the 1/4 cup of white vinegar, one tablespoon of oregano, half a tablespoon of ginger, and half a tablespoon of cumin, half a teaspoon of your black pepper, and the 4 cloves. Plus the 4 bay leaves. You can add 1 more cup of water and let it blend well. At first I used a strainer to add the sauce onto the meat, but since I noticed that there wasn't any seeds, I removed the strainer and added the sauce directly to the meat. With approximately 1 cup of water, I added to the blender. I shook it up to get the remaining sauce and added it to the rest of the meat. I added about a tablespoon of salt and I mixed everything with my hand to make sure that the sauce was well incorporated into the meat. We add the top and now let it ride on the slow and low motion for 8 to 10 hours. After that time, we are going to take out the meat and test it to see if it has enough salt and make sure that it is good. If everything seems right, we can now remove all of the meat from the crock pot or your pot and let it cool down so we can shred it. Use a pot and fill it up with water, set it on the stove and set it on high so it can begin to boil. We are going to add our tomatoes cut into fourths or half so they can boil for about 5 to 10 minutes. Then we are going to blend them. I'm also adding another teaspoon of salt into the blender with the tomatoes. Once it is blended, we are going to add this into our pot or crock pot with the sauce that we cooked the meat in. By adding the tomatoes into the sauce, it will make the consommé to dip our tacos in, which is super good. But it cuts through some of the chiles and the oils that were naturally released from the meat. Once the meat has cooled down, we can start to shred it by pulling it apart. Once you have done that, you can add it back into the pot, mix it all up, and it's ready to serve. You can add the meat and the consommé into the bowl and serve it as a soup, the toppings with cilantro, onion, lemon, and a salsa, or you can also serve it as tacos, quesadillas, or quesatacos with the same toppings. I hope that you enjoyed this week's recipe, and if you did, give me some thumbs up. Let me know down in the comments or on my Instagram if you have made this recipe. Send me some pictures or videos. I'd be happy to share that with everyone else. Thank you guys for watching this video. I really hope you enjoyed it. I really appreciate everyone that has been watching my videos, giving me some thumbs up and encouraging me to publish more videos and more recipes. That really makes me happy. I get really excited when I cook and I film and I'm able to share all of my recipes with my friends and family on social media. Let me know if you want any specific recipes, but I already have somewhat of a plan to share with you guys. More things coming. You can always find the rest of the recipes on my website, HeidiJennifer.com. So till next time, I will smell you guys later. Bye.